For decades, LeBron James has reigned supreme on the basketball court, his name synonymous with greatness. Now, his son Bronny James is poised to enter the NBA, igniting a firestorm of questions. Will Bronny inherit his father's magic touch and become the league's next superstar? Or will the immense pressure and shadow of LeBron prove too much to bear, leaving him to become a draft bust? Buckle up, basketball fans, because the journey of Bronny James is about to begin, and it promises to be a wild ride. From before he ever set foot on a high school floor, Bronny James has been a name connected with basketball brilliance. Being the son of LeBron James, quite possibly the greatest of all time, comes with a lot of pressure. But the question on everyone's mind is, does Bronny have the talent to support it? Or is he destined to be a draft bust, overshadowed by his great father's legacy? The 2024 NBA Draft is fast approaching. Bronny's path to the draft hasn't been seamless. A terrible heart episode during his first year at USC threw off his season and caused him to miss months of vital developmental time. Having returned, he battled to establish himself on the Trojans' roster, with a meager 4.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. To be honest, these figures are not exactly what evaluators usually salivate over in possible draft prospects. NBA analysts are sharply divided on this poor college showing. The cynics laugh, asserting Bronny's last name alone explains why he is in the draft debate. They view him more as a result of LeBron's enormous popularity than as a real NBA potential. Still, the narrative has another aspect. Those who believe in Bronny, including myself, sense the unadulterated brilliance boiling under the surface. Even with his first year's disappointments, he clearly has physical ability. Unquestionably, he is athletic and has court vision. His basketball IQ, of course, comes from his father. The truth is that Bronny's first year was anything from typical. Even the most experienced athlete, let alone a young person just starting college, could be derailed by a possible fatal medical scare. His challenges shouldn't determine his whole potential. Recall that LeBron himself wasn't from day one an unstoppable force. Through diligence and experience, he sharpened his abilities and grew to be the current dominant player. Bronny's first opportunity to put his abilities on a larger platform will be the forthcoming NBA Summer League. Here, the doubters can be quieted or the questions emphasized. Will he be able to adjust to the greater speed and more competitiveness of professional ball? Can he turn his potential into court production? Bronny James finds himself at a junction, as the brilliant lights of the NBA call. Although his basketball background ensures a lifetime of comparisons to his great father, success in the pros calls for forging his own path. And that road for an undersized guard like Bronny depends on one very important weapon: the three-point shooting. In the NBA of today, where perimeter shooting drives offenses and spacing rules supreme, a consistent three-point shot is no more a luxury, it's a need. Bronny has good jump shot technique, but his rookie season at USC revealed a clear flaw: inconsistency. From just 60 tries, he turned a measly 26.7% from beyond the arc. This inefficiency makes a clear picture. Bronny's three-point game has to be totally changed if he wants to break a rotation in the league. Bronny's offensive versatility demands more than just catch-and-shoot possibilities, beyond only better precision. First priorities are developing his own shot and improving his all-around scoring. He finds it difficult right now to shake defenders in solitude. This results in a lack of penetration towards the rim, and challenges creating open looks for himself on the periphery. This inclination to vanish offensively becomes a liability against even good collegiate competition. In the NBA, it would be a death sentence. Without doubt, there is raw ability involved. Like his father, Bronny has strong passing skills and good court vision. Still, his driving and ball handling techniques fall far short of ideal. His lack of ball sensitivity lets opponents easily stick to him, therefore impeding his capacity to generate space and score efficiently. Even with screens or closeouts, this influences his capacity to create paint touches in the half-court. His initial step and general explosiveness are areas for development. He fails to alter pace properly and lacks the burst of speed to regularly separate from opponents. This produces a one-dimensional attacking danger readily neutralized. His erratic three-point shooting caused opponents to sag off him, so he could be safely contained on the periphery. To further matters, Bronny shows a poor in-between game, turning just a meager 9 of his 27 non-3, non-layup 2-point tries. Lack of a consistent mid-range jumper limits his scoring possibilities even further. The brutal truth is that Bronny's first season revealed a skill set much different from NBA ready. His road to success depends on a major improvement in his ball handling skills. He must build a more varied offensive assault that lets him confidently generate his own shot and attack the basket. Along with a far better three-point shot, a consistent mid-range game would make him a far more flexible and deadly offensive weapon. Bronny James possesses the basketball IQ, passing skill, and athleticism among other tools. The NBA is a brutal proving ground though, and potential without growth is a surefire path for disappointment. The forthcoming season will be a vital test. Will Bronny be able to hone his attacking technique and quiet the critics? From a guy depending on open looks, can he become a dynamic scorer, able to create his own opportunities? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The shadow of his father's legacy is deep. But Bronny James has the opportunity to write his own story, one in which polished skills and diligence open the path to NBA success. Last summer, Bronny James's path to the NBA draft veered unexpectedly with his cardiac attack. This possibly fatal event begs a crucial question. Will this affect his league-playing capability? The solution resides in the NBA's Fitness to Play panel, a protection meant to guarantee players' welfare in cases of perhaps fatal medical conditions. The league's collective bargaining agreement expressly notes cardiac illnesses as the cause for gathering such a panel. Although the details of Bronny's illness are still unknown, the likelihood of a panel review calls for aggressive actions from his Clutch Sports officials. There are two ways that the panel can be set off. The NBA flags a concern. League physicians may find something alarming in Bronny's records at the required pre-draft combines medical testing. This would start the panel's creation. Should Bronny's team expect possible red flags, they could preemptively ask for a panel before medical exams. This would help to make pre-drafting more seamless. However, the decision-making process is thorough. Reviewing Bronny's medical history under a 3-doctor panel, carefully selected for their knowledge, is like a court discovery phase. Every doctor would then vote, and a majority decides his eligibility. For athletes, this can be a frightening experience. If Bronny gets clearance, though, his fight is still not finished. Every NBA team has their own medical team, some with more risk tolerance than others. This might restrict the pool of clubs really inclined to choose him even further. Such panels are not new. There is experience with them. Should Bronny overcome this obstacle, the shadow of his heart arrest may still follow him. Teams will seek guarantees from their medical team before pledging to him. Bronny's latest draft for the Lakers will also affect things. The pressure cooker has been turned on for Bronny. For a rookie, playing in his hometown under the relentless attention of Los Angeles while bearing the James name produces an unmatched setting. Fans and media alike will examine every action. Individual performance won't define success. Comparisons to his father's supremacy will be unrelenting. Still, the Lakers' company can also be a strength. LeBron's arrival gives Bronny a familiar face and a lot of experience to help him negotiate the physical and psychological challenges of the NBA. Knowing the great pressure he deals with, the coaching staff can help him to grow in a safe environment and customize his growth. Playing alongside seasoned professionals could provide Bronny great mentoring and support in adjusting to the professional level. Bronny must find his key in developing his own individuality. Although the Lakers will surely use the LeBron and Son story for marketing needs, Bronny must forge his own path. He will have to prove that his choice was based more on ability than only family history. He will have to silence the naysayers and establish himself as a valuable player independent of his father by emphasizing on improving his skill set, accepting his place on the team, and helping them to win. One important consideration is LeBron's last years in the league. Should he remain with the Lakers for several more seasons, it provides a special on-court father-son experience. This road might be a touching story and give Bronny priceless on-court direction. But if Bronny finds his footing, LeBron's eventual fall might provide an uncomfortable situation. Fans could grow restless and long for a return to the LeBron-led heyday. The father and son duo will have to gently dance through managing these expectations. Desperate for a title candidate, the Lakers are risking something deliberately. Bronny is an untested commodity, even if his potential is indisputable. His poor first season begs concerns regarding his instantaneous NBA-ready state. The Lakers might have to give development first priority over quick gains, potentially upsetting a fan base that's yearning to return to the top. The Lakers' choice of Bronny James marks the start of an intriguing new chapter in NBA history. Though the strain will be great, the possible benefits are really large. Whether he succeeds or suffers will rely on his capacity to welcome the challenge, create his own personality, and grow from the venerable person that he shares a last name with. One thing is certain, Bronny James is definitely in the forefront, and the NBA scene has lately become much more fascinating. So that's all the time we had for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and do hit that bell icon on your way out. We'll catch you in the next video.